Hello, everybody. Good evening. Welcome to the webinar. I'm excited to be with you tonight. My name is Eric Johnson, creator and CEO of Teamzy, and we're going to have some fun tonight. Tonight, I'm going to take you through the paces on how to set up Teamzy. I'll show you how easy it is to do a power hour. See, Teamzy is designed to let you connect with easy 20 people a day in less than an hour. So you can get all your income producing activities done in less than an hour a day. So you'll be incredibly efficient, right? I'm going to teach you kind of how to do it. It's super easy. Okay, so for those of you taking a look, maybe you're in a free trial, maybe a friend has referred you over to us. I'm going to show you an application that's really going to really change your business so that you can enjoy your life. So let's dive right in. At the end, I'm going to do a teach for about 30 minutes, and then I'll do Q&A. If you've got questions at that point, you just put them into the Q&A at the bottom. I'll be happy to answer them, and we'll go from there. Okay, so let's see here. Let me get this screen up here. It would help if I actually opened my keynote. Here we go. Let's see here. Here we go. All right, let's try this again. What not to do in the middle of your presentation, right? Trying to figure this out. Here we go. That's what I'm trying to share with you. Get started right with Teamzy to become a power hour boss. That's our topic tonight. So let me just give you a quick introduction for those of you who don't know me. As I mentioned, my name's Eric Johnson. And before creating Teamzy, my background actually wasn't in direct sales or network marketing. My background is in business coaching and consulting. I've been a professional business coach going on 18 years now. And I help people build their business based on relationships. I fell into network marketing by accident about 5 years ago. I found some products that really helped me personally, and I was excited about them. And I was just sharing them with the people that I was around just because I was excited, and I wasn't getting paid. I wasn't a distributor. But there was so much energy and excitement around what I was doing that my wife finally convinced me to take a look at the business plan. And I have to let you guys know, I was really skeptical about network marketing. In my early 20s, I had, bought a garage full of inventory that I was never able to sell. So I was very skeptical about the business model. But when I took a look at it, what I realized was that it really was a great way to create another stream of income in my life. And at the time, here's a shot of my family, my amazing wife and kids. At the time, I was so busy with my career that I really felt like I was missing my kids and my wife. I was just kind of passing them in the night. I used to joke that I was the pajama dad, meaning that I only saw my kids in the morning when they were in their pajamas. They were still in their pajamas when I left for work. And when I came home from work, they were already getting into bed in their pajamas. And I realized that I was pretty much going to be stuck working and never seeing my kids for their entire childhood, much less working on my marriage with my wife. And so I really wanted to create another stream of income that could free me up to be with them a little bit more. And so I started taking a look at the network marketing kind of model. And here's what I struggled with though. I just didn't have any time. I couldn't find the time to really work on the business. And I remember my friend Robert, who was my sponsor in the business, he asked me, Eric, how much time will you commit to your business? And I said, maybe 1 hour a day. And he's like, well, I mean, you could do it in an hour a day if you really focus. And here's what I knew too, as a business coach, I could do it in an hour a day if I could leverage that time. So I started looking for some applications, some software, things like that would help me do that, right? And what I needed was a system that in 1 hour a day would let me stay in touch with all of my contacts, because I knew relationships were the key to the business, and that you cannot have a relationship with somebody if you're not in contact with them, if you're not in regular contact with them. I also wanted a system that would help me know when to contact people and when not to contact people. In other words, I didn't want to spend all day planning, trying to figure out who to talk to today. I wanted to find a system where I could plug my contacts in and just know, just have it tell me. I also wanted help with what to say to people. Oh my gosh, I would stare at that screen wondering what to send in my message. And then I would end up spending my whole hour having sent 1 or 2 messages. I just needed some fast ways to start conversations with people. And also I needed a system that allowed me to follow up seamlessly so that nobody ever fell through the cracks. This is the biggest problem in our industry, is we work so hard to create interest, right? And then we share a business and we don't follow up right. We don't follow up properly. And 80% of the leads in our business are wasted that way. And don't worry, tonight I will actually teach you. I'll show you how to do it in Teamzy, of course, because Teamzy is the tool, but I'll actually teach you how to follow up like a pro tonight. Okay, so that's what I was looking for. Really easy, right? There was one more thing. It had to be easy to use. Oh my gosh. Why are so many software platforms more complicated than not? I needed something that made my life easier. Well, you guys know where this is going. There wasn't anything out there that did all of that, so we built it. I put together a team of people smarter than me, and we built Teamzy. We launched Teamzy just almost 4 years ago. Actually, it's 4 years ago this month. Later this month, we'll hit 4 years. Okay, and in that time, we've talked to more than 100,000 network marketers. Isn't that incredible? Oh my gosh, I know I need to update this presentation. But it's incredibly humbling to me that so many people have come to us for help, especially since this business was launched on a shoestring. It doesn't have backing of a major corporation or anything like that. It's just spread from people loving Teamzy and sharing it with their friends and their teammates. Our active users, people using Teamzy consistently, what they're averaging are 21 new customers and 9 new recruits to their team over 90 days. Okay, so that's kind of the average results for the people who are using Teamzy consistently. All right. Enough about that. Let's jump in and actually look at the application, check it out. So first thing I want you guys to know is if you aren't already doing it, you can get a free trial of Teamzy at teamzy.com. We give you 30-day free access. We don't ask for a credit card or anything weird. Like, honestly, just go use it for 30 days and fall in love, right? 30 days is enough time for you to generate legitimate business, okay? And what I hope will happen is you'll take the advice of what I'm going to show you right now, go use your free trial, have an awesome month, and then stay with us as a customer. We would love to continue to be part of your success story. Does that make sense? So if you haven't already set up your Teamzy free trial, go to teamzy.com and just click on Start Trial. Okay. So once you log into that free trial account, the very first thing that you are going to see is the Teamzy Setup Wizard. Okay, and this is a wizard that's designed to make setting up Teamzy super easy. We're actually looking at the welcome screen right here. Okay. There's a little video from me, which you should watch, but I'm going to skip it right now. The first thing we want to do in our setup wizard is we want to set an income goal. What is your income goal? How much money would you like to earn? Okay, and this is your annual amount of money that you'd like to earn a year from now. So we're looking ahead 12 months into the future, and you're setting an income goal. And what you do is you just grab this little slider and you slide it. Okay, what's your goal? Now, what Teamzy does, and this is kind of magical, Teamzy takes your number, your income goal, and it breaks it down to your daily target. It'll tell you what to do each day to hit that goal in 12 months. Pretty cool, right? There's no more wondering. There's no more guesswork. You'll know exactly what to do in your business each day. So look, I'm going to set my goal to where it actually was, which was $150,000 a year. So at that goal, you can see that my daily connect goal, these are the people I'm going to reach out to connect with each day. Are 9 prospects, 6 customers, and 4 of my distributors each day, 19 people. That's my goal. I do that every day for a year. I'm going to hit my goal. If you make it bigger, you're going to do more work. If you make it smaller, you do less work. Does this make sense? Okay, so set your goal. 150 was mine. And then click continue. And when you click that continue button, what happens is Teamzy is now configured to your goal. And when we get to the dashboard, you'll see that it's all set up with those daily targets. So I know exactly what I need to do each day, which is really cool because remember, I wanted to get done in an hour a day. And I also just wanted to know I'm done. How cool would that be to know you're done after you've worked 30 minutes? I'm done. I can go back to my life or whatever I was doing. The next step is you're going to get all your contacts into Teamzy. Okay. You want to get them all in one place. No more sticky note systems or pads of paper that you can't find when you need them. Writing people's number on the back of a napkin. Are you kidding me? We don't do that anymore. You need to get with the modern era. It needs to be in one place, living in the cloud. Okay. That means that you can get to Teamzy at any time. You need somebody's number, contact information. You want to log it. You can get it at any time. You've got your phone, you've got your computer, whatever you've got access to the whole list. Does this make sense? So what you want to do is, and these are some tutorials and things on what you want to do. Get your back office contacts into Teamzy. Okay. Get your team, get your customers, get all your Facebook friends imported into Teamzy, your phone contacts, get everybody into Teamzy in one place so you can be super mega organized. All right. Every once in a while, somebody says, I'm just a pen and paper person, Eric. That's fine. Be a pen and paper person. But you guys just need to know, like, there are people who are horse and buggy people too. There's nothing wrong with that. They get to where they need to go. They're just going to go a lot slower and a lot less efficiently, if that makes sense. All right. So here we go. Now we're into our Teamzy dashboard. Okay. And what's cool about this is you notice right here where it says today's activities, you can see the goals that we just set and set up. My goal is to connect with 9 prospects a day. See that? It's at 0 because I haven't done anything yet. My goal is to connect with 6 customers. Okay. And 4 distributors. I've also got a couple more goals I just want to highlight real quick. I've got a goal to share 3 times a day. Now that's sharing my products or my business. Okay. And my goal is to do that 3 times a day. I'm going to try to start 19 conversations. The reason why my goal is only 3 and not 19 is because I want to create interest first. The whole point of this system is building relationships, not, vomiting your business all over people and turning them off. I've also got a goal of adding new people to my list every day. Real simple goals, right? Okay. Now, a couple other things I want to show you. Right here, the Power Hour section, this is where we do our daily work. Okay, so Teamzy is a full-fledged CRM, and some of you may not have heard that term before. It's one of those kind of boring businessy terms. It stands for Customer Relationship Manager. It's a type of software that manages all your contact information, right? Teamzy is a full-fledged CRM. It has everybody's contact information. But see, those are like filing cabinets, and they're there when you need to look something up or file something away. This section right here in the front of our screen, this Power Hour section, this is a proactive engine. It helps you to do your income producing activities without even thinking and do it incredibly efficiently. So let me show you how this works. The left-hand side has our 4 lists. It has prospects, customers, distributors, that's your team, whatever you call them, and follow-ups. 4 lists on the left. And on the right-hand side is where we log that activity, those messages as we do them so that we have a record of them. That way nobody falls through the cracks. Does this make sense? So on these lists on the left, each one will only give me 5 names at a time. That's on purpose. That's to keep me from getting overwhelmed and to keep me focused. See, because the truth is if you have 20 names, you're going to start skipping and picking and choosing. I just want you to work down the list. It works better this way. Does this make sense? So I'm going to show you how to do this in a second. There's one more setup step I just want to explain quickly. Notice next to the names, there's a number. See the numbers next to their names? And it's what this is this is their ranking on a 5-star scale. So these are stars. Okay, look, let me just jump over to the team page so you can have an idea of what this looks like. We rate people on a 5-star scale. See the stars? This is just like you rate a pizza or a restaurant or anything, right? Your Uber driver. We rate everything on a 5-star scale. In Teamzy, you're going to rate your relationships the same way. And this is super important because you need to spend more time with your best people. Okay. You guys have heard of the 80-20 rule. 80% of your results will come from 20% of your relationships. So you're going to spend more time with your best people. That's why we're going to rank some people higher than others. Okay. And then what Teamzy does is it takes those ranks and it automatically, through its algorithm, it automatically prioritizes your daily list. So you don't have to do any planning. See, once you've ranked people, Teamzy will automatically create your daily connect list. Nobody falls through the cracks. You can't lose anybody in Teamzy. They always come back and you don't have to think about it. So let me just show you really quick how this works. First off, there's a rank mode on this page. We're on the team page again on the left side. There's a rank mode that lets you do the whole list at once. So in setup, I recommend that you get in here and do this ranking, okay? And you can just scroll down, and if you want to change somebody's rank, you just click it. That's all. Super simple. Now, everybody will be a 3-star when you start, so you don't have to rank most people because most people will stay at 3 stars. What I want you to do is just go down the list and cherry pick your favorite people, your 4- and 5-star people, just to get started. Does this make sense? Now, let me just go over the definition of these ranks really quick for you, and then we'll do our power hour. So here are the ranks, okay? A 5-star, these are your best friends and closest family members. This is somebody that's most likely, in your opinion, to become a distributor or a customer. Or they're already on your team, they're already a customer, that are your rock stars, your favorite people. They're your 5-star people. Okay, when you rate somebody 5 stars, they come up to your list, they're on your list first, and they come back automatically every 30 days. Okay, so you log to connect with them, they come back every 30 days. A 4-star person, there's somebody, these are your friends and family, just not your inner circle, right? These are the people that you feel they're likely to become a customer or distributor with a little bit of nurturing, right? They're the warm people, the warm relationships. They're the people on your team that you feel good about, your solid performers, your good customers, just not like your favorite customers. 4-star people show up next after the 5-star people, and they come back automatically every 60 days. Okay, every 60 days, you're in contact with them. 3-star people, they could go either way. You just don't know. Most of the people on your list, they're probably 3 stars. You have no idea. They're not super close relationships. They're people that you know, and they'll show up every 90 days. Okay, every 90 days. So you got to be in contact over time consistently to build relationships. 2 stars are a bit colder relationships. They show up every 120 days. Does this make sense? More stars, they come up sooner and they come up more often. Okay. All right. So once you've done that quick rank, and you come back to the dashboard now, and now Teamzy knows it's created your list intelligently, and it's now setting you up to do your power hour. Okay. So let's go ahead and do it real quick. Let me show you how to work this. Now we're going to connect with the first person on our list. Always work from left to right. Start with your prospects, then do customers, then distributors, then your follow-ups. Oh my gosh, once you've been doing this a few weeks, you'll be so tempted to go to follow-ups first because they're the closest ones to converting, but always start with your prospects. I can't stress this enough. If you stop connecting with prospects, you will have an empty pipeline. Okay, so whatever you're not doing this week is going to affect your paycheck 90 days from now. So make sure you're always connecting with prospects. Now, when I say connect, I just mean connect. I don't mean I'm going to cold invite them. I'm not going to vomit on them. I'm not going to give them some cheesy sales script that makes them want to run for the hills. I just want to connect to make their day. And this is what I like to call the make someone's day mindset. I want you guys just to live in this make someone's day mindset. Just focus on connecting and making people's day. This not only feels amazing for you, but it opens people up to have a conversation with them. Okay. And that's our goal. So look, the first person on my list is Jay. I'm going to message her. Now, I've got right here open on another screen, I've got my Facebook profile. So I can send Jay a message on Facebook. However you want to connect with people, connect with them. Okay. I'm going to use Facebook Messenger because I find it has a really great response rate. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go send her a message. Now, I used to get stuck at this moment. What the heck am I going to say to her? How many of you guys get stuck on just wondering how to start this conversation? Well, that was the biggest feedback we got in our first couple of years with Teamzy. And so what I did was I put all of my scripts that I had refined over the years into Teamzy for you. So you have full access to those, even in your free trial. So you go right here to scripts. Here they are. And just grab a simple script. Now I'm going to use a Facebook script. Here it is. And I'm just going to grab a connect message. Look, the first one on the list, it's called Connect One. Here's how it reads. It reads like this. Hi, Jane. Just stopping by to say hello. How are you? Hope your day's awesome. Super, super simple. Okay. All right. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to copy that script. And then I'm going to go right in here and paste it in so that I can do some editing. First thing I want to do is change the name. Great. So now I've got the name correct. Maybe put a couple of emoticons in here. You know, whatever floats your boat on emoticons. I love emoticons. So look, now I've got it set up with the right name, the emoticons, just the way I want it to look. And so now I'm going to actually go send it to her. I'll copy that so I can send it over in Facebook. All right. So here we go. We'll look her up. Super quick, super easy. Send her this message. Boom. Send. Okay. So easy. Now toggle back to Teamzy and we'll finish logging it. So what kind of activity was it? That one was a Facebook message. Great. And then the big blue button, log connect. That's how we do it. Okay. Now you'll notice that she's off my list. My whole list has moved up and I've got 1 done, 8 to go. The next person up is Rocky. Now what I would do is just use that same script, just paste it in there and change the name to Rocky. Now, just a little pro tip. Don't eliminate the first name from your messages. Don't make it, hey you, or hey dude, or hey girl, and then just copy and paste it 100 times. First off, then it starts looking like it's not personalized, but also changing the name up and is enough that you usually won't get in trouble with Facebook at all. Let's say if you're using Facebook Messenger, they'll see those as individual things. Okay, so look, so there it is. I'll do the same thing. I'll copy it, toggle over to Facebook, look him up, send it. Let's say he's not on Facebook. Great. I'll just text it to him. whatever, just, get it done. So here we go. We're going to log it. Boom. Now I've got 2 done. And I'm just going to work down my list until I hit my goal for prospects for the day. Now, once you get cranking on this, it shouldn't take very much time. You just keep sending those messages. Yes, you can just use that same script over and over. Just change the name. Okay. Now, I like to paste it. You guys notice I like to paste it in Teamzy first so that I'm editing it in a safe place. I used to do it right in Facebook, and I have sent the wrong name a million times that way. So it's not a big deal, but it's nicer not to send the wrong name on a message, right? So I do it right here in Teamzy. Okay, so I'm going to go down my list until I hit my goal for the day on prospects. That was 9, and that should take me about 10, 15 minutes. Then I go over to my customers and I start connecting with them. Again, the first one on the list is Hart. I'm going to get a script and just try to make his day. Okay, so again, I'll just grab a script, something simple like this one. Hi, John. How are you enjoying the products? Please send me an update. Hey guys, do me a favor. Just throw up in the chat what company you're with real quick, and I'll show you how easy this is to customize this. All right, so we're going to change the name to Hart. Let's see who got in first here. Isogenics. Okay. Great. Juice Plus, Beachbody. Cool. Optavia. Oh, wow. You guys are all in the same type of business. That'll make my examples easy. So look at this. So you can change, you change the products. How are you enjoying your shakes? You guys all sell those. How are you enjoying your shakes? Please send me an update. Let me know how I can be of help. Super simple. You guys see, don't overthink this. Okay, don't overthink this. Just try to make their day. Look, I could go to Luis. There's another great script in here, real simple one, especially since so many of you guys are in health and wellness. Maybe something like this. Congratulations on great results. You're doing so great. I'm proud of you. Congratulations on. What have they done? Look, I mean, all of you guys are in health and wellness, so it could be on losing some weight, right? Congratulations on losing 8 pounds. Are you guys with me? If it's something else, congratulations on, saving money because your products that you bought from me are such a great value. I don't know. The point is you're just going to make their day. You're just going to connect with people and make their day. And a lot of times people think that staying in touch with customers means it has to be about customer service. It has to be like salesy. You just need to be in contact. Look, here's my favorite customer script of all time. It's in here. Here it is right here. It just says this. Hi, Jane. Just checking in to see if there's anything I can do to make your day. By the way, if you haven't used that one, send that to your 5 favorite customers tonight. Just checking in to see if there's anything I can do to make your day. If it's late in your time zone, do it in the morning just to see the response. Okay. So again, it's just making someone's day mindset. But I want you guys to understand a couple things real quick about staying in touch with your customers. Okay. Staying in touch with your customers. When you're in regular contact with your customers, they're going to order more products and they're going to retain longer. Okay, so let me just say that again in case you didn't catch that. When you're in regular contact with customers, they'll order more products and they'll retain longer. It's a statistical fact. You just got to be in regular contact. Okay, you just got to be present. The other thing that happens is, well, let me just ask you guys this. Does everybody have, you have a little button, you can raise your hand. How many of you have at least one customer you just adore? Oh my gosh, I need more customers like this in my business. I see the hands going up. Well, that's good. So where do you go find more people like that? Do you guys have a plan to go find more people like that customer? I mean, think how joyful your business would be if you had a whole army of customers like that one. And I just want you guys to understand that the best place to find customers like that is from that customer. The best source of a new customer is a current customer. And if you want more people like that, then you just got to be in regular contact with them, right? That gives you an opportunity to ask them to introduce you to their friends and family. Now, I know that sounds like, I know that's hard to do, but think about it. If you have a customer who loves your products, what are they doing? They're talking about them. I guarantee it. All human beings do this. If you have a customer that is really loving your products and getting good benefit from them, they're telling people about them. That's just the way we're wired. Now, you guys probably know the statistic, 83% of people make their purchasing decision based on the recommendation of a friend. So your customers are talking to their friends. Their friends are very likely now to make that purchasing decision based on the recommendation of their friend. Question for you is this, are you getting introduced to those people? And if you're not in regular contact with your customers, there's no way you're getting introduced to those people. So step one is getting into Teamzy, staying in regular contact. And then just, that will give you the opportunity to just ask. I know you've been getting great results. You probably talked to friends and family about this. Is there anybody you care about that I need to get on my calendar to make sure they get some more information this month? Just ask them. Could you introduce me to them? Just open up a group chat and introduce me. This is huge, you guys. If you're sitting around waiting for referrals, you might be sitting around forever waiting for that. You need to ask people to introduce you. Does this make sense? Step one, though, is getting in touch, staying in touch with customers. Okay, where am I? Teamzy. Here we go. Boom. The third list now are my distributors. This is your team. And again, I want to reach out to the team to make their day. Same thing, staying in touch with the team. Now, as your team grows massive, that what I recommend you do is you stay in touch with your personally sponsored people and your leaders on your team, right? I know a lot of you guys with big teams, you already have that as a separate list. So that's who I want you to have in Teamzy so that you can personally connect with them. Listen, just real quick on this. This is a big deal. This is why we named it Teamzy, by the way, not salesy or cheesy. As your team grows, yes, having a Facebook group is great. Doing, live Zoom calls for your team, that's perfect. That's great. But people need to hear from you personally. And we think that our job is to help people make money. People are motivated more by relationship than by money. They just want to feel connected to you, to the mission, to the team, to the culture. How many of you are more excited about the culture of your company now than even the money at this point? You just love being part of the culture. That's how we are wired as human beings. So as the leader, that you set the tone for that. As the leader, you stay in touch with people. Think about, just for a quick second, for sake of argument, before I move on to the follow-ups. Think about who upline from you, person that you look up to and admire, somebody upline. They might not even know who you are. Now imagine getting a text message from that person out of the blue that just said, hey, I just wanted to reach out and see if there's anything I can do to make your day. Or, hey, I saw that you got a new customer. Congratulations. Or I saw that you ranked up. I'm proud of you. How would that feel? Now you're in control of making other people feel that way. Does this make sense? So get into teams. So look, here's your first half of your power hour. Real simple. You connect with prospects. You connect with customers. You connect with distributors. You get in the make someone's day mindset. Now, in my example, it's 19 people for $150,000 a year. It's 19 people a day, 5 days a week. You can do that in 30 minutes, no problem. Okay? If you're spending more than 30 minutes, you're overthinking the situation, but you can get those fired off, and Teamzy gives you the list. You don't have to think, you just fire off the scripts and go. Make sense? Now, some people will respond immediately. Don't stop and have the conversation until you get all the outgoing messages done, or else you'll get sidetracked. Okay. So just get focused. For this power hour, we're just going to be sending messages. Okay. When you're done with these three lists, you've got a fourth list, which is follow-ups. Now, you'll notice that my follow-ups list is empty. Nobody automatically goes on the follow-ups list in Teamzy. This is where you put people after you've shared your products or business with them. The follow-ups list is your hot list. As you're connecting with people and having great conversations, these are the people who've shown interest. Now you're going to follow up professionally on that interest. Does it make sense? So on your connects, you're being a friend, you're being a trusted advisor, you're being a helper. Now on the follow-ups list, you're being a professional. You've got customers that need help, and now you're going to help them. So let me show you how this works. Let me just give you an example. When we were doing our power hour, the first person I messaged was my friend Jay. Now let's just say, for sake of argument, she responds with, oh, great to hear from you, Eric. How are you? We're doing great. So now my job is to have a conversation with Jay. Okay. So my job is just to have a conversation with her. And so I'm going to message back and forth. How are you? Oh my gosh, how are you doing? Right. For those of you guys in the US, we just celebrated Thanksgiving last week. How was your Thanksgiving? Tell me about it. Just chatting. Does it make sense? And my goal in this conversation is to kind of get caught up with her and find some way to add value, some way to help her. Okay. So I'm listening to her. I'm asking questions. I'm finding out what's going on. I'm listening. And I listen for wants and needs, because most people will make jokes or sarcastic comments, or they'll straight out complain about pain points in their life. Just listen for those. Okay. Because you can help people. And I'm going to look for a way to help her. Maybe it has something to do with my business. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe she needs help because she's got a leaky roof and she needs a roofer, and I know one. I can give her some contact information for a great person. Maybe she's having a rough day and needs someone to pray with her. Maybe she just needed someone to say hi to her today, and I did that. I don't know, but the first goal is to help people. Okay. Now, people are skeptical about our business because everyone's first goal is to sell something. And I want your first goal to be to make people stay and then to help people. Does this make sense? Okay. So now as we're having this great conversation and we're talking and she's giving me her update on her life, the law of reciprocation says it's totally natural for me now to give her an update on my life. Okay. And so that's what my goal is. I'm listening to her, I'm asking her questions. And it would honestly, quite frankly, it would be rude for me not to give her an update on my life. So now I'm going to tell her about my Thanksgiving. I'm going to tell her about my wife and my kids and everything that we're doing. Right. And I'm going to tell her about work. No, not the job, the business. I'm going to tell her about my new passion project. I'm going to tell her about the business I started. Okay. And look, write this part down, you guys, because everyone seems to struggle with how to talk about the business. Just do it like this. Tell them what you do and why you're passionate about it. Tell them what you do and why you're passionate about it. Okay. I saw a bunch of people. Let's see, I've got Isogenics, Juice Plus, Beachbody, Optavia. Okay. So you guys all do the same thing. I help people get healthy and fit, right? I'm passionate about it because I was unhealthy. I don't know if you know the story, but I recently lost 60 pounds. It was life-changing for me to lose that weight. My energy went up. My mental focus came in. I feel like I'm a better dad. And it literally changed every aspect of my life. And then I found I have a knack for helping other people do the same thing. So I joined this company, started my own business. And now what I do is I help people with this problem. Does this make sense? Share what you do and why are you passionate about it? Did you have diabetes and now you don't? Did you have high blood pressure and now you don't? Did you have, right? What's your situation? Why are you so excited about what you're doing? Share people with that. Share that with people. Instead of like, would you like to join my business? Or would you like to take a look at this opportunity? Just tell them what you're doing and why you're passionate about it. Most of them will respond with, wow, good for you. That's great. Okay. Then it's just totally natural for you to say, would you like to learn more about it? Okay. Based on what you were telling me earlier, it sounds like it could be a good opportunity for you. Would you like to learn more about it? Okay. Simple. If they say yes, we're going to now share the business with them or set up an appointment where we can share the business with them or products with them, either whatever's relevant. If they say no, you just plant the seed. You say, no worries. Hey, it was great chatting with you. And could you do me a favor though, when you come across anybody who needs help in this area, would you please connect us? I'm on a mission to help as many people as I can. People will say yes to that. I'm not interested. It's not for me. Great. Would you connect me to other people who need help in this area? Yeah, I'll do that for you, Eric. No problem. Now you've planted the seed with them, and you can connect with them when they come back on Teamzy totally naturally. Hey, I'm checking in again. How's everything? And you can be really natural and part of their life. It may take a while to build trust with some people, but for the people who are interested, now Jay says, yeah, I would like to learn more. Let me show you in Teamzy how I would get her onto my follow-ups list and follow up like a pro. How am I doing on time? I've got to hurry it up. I'm talking too much. Okay. Remember, if questions come up, put them in the Q&A. All right. So here's how it works. She's no longer on my dashboard. So now what I want to do, now that Jay's interested in learning more, I need to go look her up in my lookup bar to find her record. There it is. That brings me to her full contact record in Teamzy. I'll open that connect box so I can log this connect. So let's say, for example, she and I have a three-way call with my upline. So I'm going to log this as a three-way call. I might put in all of my notes from our call, right? And on this call, we shared the business opportunity with Jay. We had a great conversation. So now I want to also log this as a share. Okay, so see right here on the bottom left where it says share, you're going to click that and you're going to put what it's relevant. So let's say it was a business opportunity share. So I'm going to click that I shared the business opportunity. Now, as soon as I clicked share, it automatically turned on the follow-up. See right there, that little calendar? It's automatically created a follow-up. So let's say I'm going to follow up with her tomorrow. And you can set a follow-up for any date in the future. Okay. So now I'm logging the share and it's putting her on my follow-ups list. So when I log this connect, a couple of things happen. You see that follow-up is now set. If I go to my dashboard, let me just show you what happened here. You can see I've got a share logged. Okay. And if I go to my follow-ups list, there she is, due tomorrow. How cool is that? So I will have a reminder to follow up with her tomorrow. Make sense? Now, just a little pro tip. Always tell people when you'll follow up and then do it. Okay? That's the first promise you get to keep and build trust with this person. Hey, Jay, I'll follow up with you tomorrow. See if you have any questions. She says, great. Put her on my follow-ups list. Actually do it. Okay, so tomorrow comes along. I do my power hour. I connect with prospects, then customers, then distributors. Then I go see who's due on the follow-ups list. Oh, wow, Jay's due on the follow-ups list. So let me send her a follow-up. Now, again, you guys, I put scripts in here to help you with this. Okay, so go to scripts, grab one that says follow-up. Here it is, follow-up 1. By the way, they're numbered in order. I have 10 in order. Okay, so you can follow up with people for months just using my scripts. Here we go. It says, hi, Jane, just checking in like I promised I would. What questions do you have for me? Super simple. So again, we copy the script just like before, paste it in there, get it set up the way you want it with the correct name, emoticons. You guys with me? It's ready to go. So now I'm going to send this to her for my follow-up. Okay. Send. Done. Follow-up message is sent. Now I'm going to log it in Teamzy. Now pay attention. This part's important. Set a new follow-up. You want to, in order to keep her on the follow-ups list, you have to keep setting a new follow-up every time you connect. So now let's say I'll follow up in 2 days, and I can leave myself a little note on what the follow-up's about. I'm just going to put in here follow-up number 2. That's what I'm going to send her in 2 days. Okay, log the connect. Great. So that way, when you're on your follow-ups list and you click on her name, you can see right there the note on what you were to follow up with. It's pretty cool. You don't have to go into the full activity, which shows you all your conversation to get there. You can just get it from your note, which is cool. See how easy that is? Super easy, right? So we start conversations by making people's day, find a way to invest and help them, okay? Ask them if they're interested in learning more. If so, set up a share, put them on your follow-ups list. Follow up like a pro. Now, just really quick, I'm going to go to Q&A in a second, but I just want to talk to you really quick about the follow-up because this is where everybody screws up the business. Okay. You guys have all heard the fortunes in the follow-up, right? It is actually in the follow-up. Did you know that 80% of all sales happen between the 7th and 10th follow-up? Between the 7th and 10th follow-up. How many of you guys are not excited about following up 10 times with people? Is there anybody that honestly is like, he's insane, I'm never going to do that? Okay, good. You guys are normal. Let me just teach you how to do it without being annoying. Okay? Just real quick, I'll teach you how to do it without being annoying, but I want you guys to understand something. 80% of sales happen between the 7th and 10th follow-up, which means if you're following up 3 or 4 times, you are wasting 80% of your opportunity. Okay? Now, hopefully you guys are in this business because you are passionate about helping people and changing lives. If that's you, I want you to think of it this way. 80% of the people you could be helping, you will not help unless you follow up enough. Okay? So following up is the only tool you actually have to help people. Your products are not relevant to the people who don't have them in their hands. All you have is your follow-up. So I want you guys to adopt my philosophy on this. And that's this: following up is an act of love. Okay, following up is an act of love. And if you care about people, you will follow up. If you give up on people, you're communicating to them, I don't care about you. So which way do you want to build your business? Following up is an act of love. Now, let me just explain to you how to follow up without being annoying. You can follow up 10 times with somebody and they will thank you for it. They will truly, sincerely thank you and be appreciative if you follow my principles on how to follow up without being annoying. Now, if you're tired and want to go to bed right now, just know that my follow-up scripts in Teamzy follow these principles. You can just use them. Don't even think about it. But here are the 2 principles for following up without being annoying. Number 1, don't ask them to do anything in the follow-up. They don't need to do anything. They don't need to call you, text you, message you. They don't need to complete their purchase, RSVP for your event. Just don't expect or ask anything of them in the follow-up. Okay? That's the first rule. And the second one is when you follow up with them, they have to be able to read it. It has to be able to be read. So that means no voice messages, no videos, right? Does that mean never? No, of course not. I'm talking about specifically following up on a share, okay? You send people, sing them happy birthday in a video for their birthday, great. But when you're following up on a share, they have to be able to read it, and it has to be short enough they can read the whole thing without opening it, okay? which means that I want you to message it on Facebook or Instagram, text it to them, whatever, but they have to be able to see it without opening it. Okay. Because if they can't see it without opening it, that's annoying. Why? Well, because here's what's going to happen. Your message is going to come through at the worst possible moment. It always does, right? They see it, and they in an instant they see the whole thing. And they go, "Oh yeah, oh yeah," and they remember. They remember how excited they were for a second, and then what? Something's happening. The dog's throwing up on the baby. They're driving their car. They're in the middle of cooking dinner. I don't know. They're watching Netflix with their husband. Whatever the case may be, they don't want to answer your message right now. They don't even want to open it, because once you've seen that they've opened it, they feel like a jerk for not responding. So they're not going to open your messages. I want you guys to know most people won't open the majority of your messages, but they will see them. If you follow these rules, they will see them, and there'll always be a positive moment for them when they see them. And you just need to keep in touch and stay top of mind until they respond. Now, most people won't respond at all till 5, 6, 7 follow-ups, which is long after you've usually given up, right? No response. You guys have done this, right? You've had people that are excited, and you follow up, and there's just nothing but crickets, nothing but crickets, nothing but crickets, nothing but crickets. 4 times, nothing, no response, 4 messages. What happens? You start creating stories. You start inventing reasons why they're not responding. You have no idea. You keep going. And what will happen is you'll get that response like this that says, "I'm so sorry I haven't responded to your messages. Thank you so much for staying in touch. I really appreciate it." And now you're started the conversation again. Here's how this works, you guys. Why are people getting 21 customers and 9 recruits over 90 days average? That's like the C- students in Teamzy. Why are they averaging that? Because you do a power hour, you reach out, you make a bunch of people's day. You find who's interested, you invite them to go deeper and share the business with them. Then you follow up like a pro. Some people will be on that follow-ups list for a year. Some people will be on that follow-ups list for 2 days. But your goal is just to keep connecting and deepening relationships with people. Where they're interested, you share and you follow up like a pro. Every single month, people will come off that follow-ups list. They'll join your team. They'll close as customers. It'll be consistent and predictable, and it'll be incredibly fun. Does this make sense? And you do it in less than an hour a day. All right. We're going to get to the Q&A in a second. Make sure you get your questions in there. I'm going to give you a couple action steps real quick before we jump into that. Here are your action steps. If you're not already using Teamzy, go get your 30-day free trial. If you sat here with me for 40 minutes, you're in. Go get your free trial and get using it, right? If you're in a free trial now, set up your subscription. What's going to happen is it's just going to shut off after 30 days. So you want to get a subscription set up so you can keep going. Teamzy is unbelievably inexpensive. It's less than $1 a day to stay using Teamzy, having it all planned out for you. Come on, that's a no-brainer. Plus, it's 100% tax deductible. Second action step, choose a 30-day success partner to do your free trial with you. Just look for somebody who, they don't have to be the same rank. They just need to be motivated. Say, "Hey, would you like to do this with me for 30 days? We'll hold each other accountable to doing it." See, because most people will do a free trial and they'll log in a couple times and poke around a little, and then it expires. I want you guys to have the best month in your business ever. So hold each other accountable, share your goals with each other. And then what I want you to do is every day when you're done with your power hour, take a screenshot of your completed dashboard and message it over to your partner. Okay. Some days it'll be your partner who does it and you have it, and other days it'll be the other way around, but you'll motivate each other to get it done. Okay. And the final action step I'm going to give you is a 5-day challenge. I challenge you to use Teamzy 5 days in a row. 5 days in a row. Let's say it's Monday through Friday, and I want you to send messages to 100 people. So that's an average of 20 a day. Your arms and legs won't fall off, I promise you. But what will happen is this experience will blow your mind. You will not believe the amount of momentum you can create in 5 days. And you'll never believe your stories that you tell yourself about why business is slow or how can I get things going in this business, because you'll know that in 5 days you generated a boatload of conversations. Okay. You'll also not believe it from your downline. When your downline starts complaining, "Oh, I've been through my warm market," or "Oh, it's slow right now," or "I can't get anything done," give them the 5-day challenge. Okay. And get them moving. All right, let's take a look at these questions, see where we're at. Looks like we've got a couple. Tiffany says, "Does Teamzy recognize duplicate people when importing? For example, many of my customers and coaches are Facebook friends and in my back office." Yes, absolutely, Tiffany. It recognizes duplicates. It will not import somebody twice. So here's how I recommend you do it though. Import your coaches first, then import your customers, then import your Facebook friends. That way we get the full, because your back office has all their contact info. So you want them from there first. It makes sense? Plus that will allow you to put them all in the right categories. Next question from Tiffany. Can you send Gmail emails from Teamzy? Absolutely. You go to send as email in the contact type. The first time you do it, it'll ask you to connect to your Gmail account. And you just, if you're logged into Gmail already on your computer, it'll just sync it and those emails will go directly from your Gmail. Mel says, how do I change a prospect to a customer on the dashboard? Super easy, Mel. Let me show you really quick. Oh, wait, let me say that I answered Tiffany's. Here we go, really quick. Let me go to Teamzy. Okay, so let's say I'm talking to Deborah, and I can go right here to details. If I want to change her right now to a customer, I just click from prospect to customer, and she automatically disappears. Now she's on my customers list. Okay, there she is. Now, if you're on the team page, oh, that was a high note. Team page. You click on anybody's profile, and here it is right here. Okay, the member type, and you just click on it to change whatever you want. Let's say she becomes a distributor, great. Personally sponsored, great. Okay, so that's how you change them over. Now, for example, with our example with Jay, let's say Jay purchased, let's say she signed up on the team after I followed up for a while, right? And how do I actually move her over here? So let me just show you that process really quick. First thing I would do is go to her record and then log a sale. Okay, now your sale type is going to be very simple. Teamzy just wants to know that you got a sale. So there's usually two types. One is, did they come in as a distributor or did they purchase a product? So let's say she came in as a distributor. So I'm just going to click save. So now I've got it. And then I want to tag any products that she actually uses so that I know what product she's using. Then I'm going to move her from prospect to distributor, personally sponsored. If you log the sale first, then Teamzy will log, it will log for you your connect to sale ratios and your sale to distributor ratios, which are things long-term you're going to want to really project your business. Okay. That's called over delivering on the answer, Mel, but hopefully you got it. Okay, Sam says, I'm new, started today ranking. If someone is a 1-star, should we delete them? So 1-star people don't come up on the dashboard, but a lot of times you still want to keep their contact information. Maybe they're a past customer or whatever. For whatever reason, you want their information in Teamzy, but you're not actively staying in touch with them. Those are your 1-star people. So it's up to you if you want to delete them, but they're there if you need to look up their contact info. Do I delete sideline? Do I delete people who will never be a customer or a franchise? Okay, great questions. Sideline people, if you want to have a relationship with those people, leave them in Teamzy, okay? Because it will remind you to stay in touch. So you can mark them as sideline, keep them on your list as distributors, and when they come up, send them a message. So if they're people you want to continue building a relationship with for synergy or mentoring or whatever, keep them. People who will never be a customer or join your team, I would keep forever. Why? Because people will become your advocates. Okay. Now I'll just tell you a quick story. My friend Shasha, it's so funny. We just reconnected yesterday. She sent somebody over to me who is a possible business partner for Teamzy. She's still referring me. The thing about Shasha is she and I have been friends for 20 years. She's a real estate professional. I used to work with her on my consulting end of my life. And when I started my network marketing business a few years back, just to clarify, I don't do network marketing anymore. I just work with you guys through Teamzy. But when I was doing it, she started bringing people to me like crazy. And I said to her, you should join my team. You know so many people there. And she said, I'm not interested in the business. I just want to support you. I love what you're doing. I love your mission. She's like, I got my own thing going. I'm not interested in the business. I just want to support you. And she did. And she's still bringing people to me. Here's what I want you guys to know. As you build trust and build relationships, people will be your advocates. There are going to be people who are like, hey, what you're doing is not for me, but I love what you're doing. And when I come across people who need help in that area, I'm going to bring them to you. So yes, I would say keep people who you know will never join the business, but that you think maybe become your advocates. Okay, let's see here. I think we got everything. Same thing with Facebook friends from the corporate office. If it's somebody you want to have a relationship with, leave them in Teamzy. Make sense? Teamzy is a place where you're going to build relationships. It's not all about closing sales. And a lot of the business it's unquantifiable. The goodwill that you create out in the marketplace builds your business. You can't tie it all back to a sale. How do you send your message by text? You only showed Facebook. So most people use their phone to text message, Sam. So if text is your primary thing, I would just use Teamzy on your phone and text back and forth. Now, I'm an Apple person, so I have an iPhone and I use a Mac computer. So Mac computer has a texting app. It's called Messages. So I can send texts from my computer just as easily as I sent to Facebook. So that's great. I believe that you can, if you're an Android person, you can get an app like that for your computer too. So you can do it on your computer if you like to work at a desktop. Otherwise, I would just say use your phone. Okay, let's see here. You're welcome, Mel. Rob says, we have adjusted the days to follow up based on ranking, so we reconnect more often. Any guidelines for this? We have adjusted the days to follow up based on ranking. If I'm understanding your question, like how often should you connect with people? And so Teamzy allows you to customize that frequency if you want. However, the default frequency is what I believe at 18 years in the business, what works the best, which is your closest people every 30 days, the warm people every 60 days, the people you kind of know every 90 days, and the people that you really have very little relationship with every 120 days. I feel like any more often than that, it's really uncomfortable. And sometimes even people that you really like every 60 days feels uncomfortable. So you need to kind of figure out, and you're going to move that ranking based on where you feel comfortable connecting with them and staying in touch with them, if that makes sense. So I think I got it, Rob. But, ask me a follow-up if I didn't quite answer that properly for you. What sort of social posts do we do? Oh yeah. So one of the things on your daily is, did you post on social media? Look, sharing your story on social media is a huge part of this business. And it's very helpful. So whatever your strategy is, are you posting, where do you live? Like usually people have maybe one social network that they're real strong in. So is it Facebook? Is it Instagram? Are you posting? Some people like to do stories every single day. Those people are a bit more engaged in social media. The point is it's there to remind you that being active on social media is a key part of this business, right? You're going to message people, and a lot of times before they respond, they're going to go to your social media and see what's going on with you. They're going to get caught up first, right? Sometimes they won't respond, but they'll still go look at your social media. So it's another way to engage with people. Okay. All right. So Sam's got a Mac, right? So it's going to be easy for you, man. Just get the Messages app on your Mac, hook it up to your iPhone phone number, and you're good to go. Sandy's saying, if we missed a section of this video, we did record this video, Sandy. It's actually streaming live to the Teamzy Facebook page. So if you go to Teamzy on Facebook, you'll find this immediately. But we'll also send out the link. We'll put it on our YouTube channel tomorrow, and you'll get it there too. Okay. Heather, can you sort prospects by keywords? Nope, you can't do that. You can sort them by last connect. You can sort them by their name. You can sort them by their star ranking. You can also search them by any piece of their name or email address. Sandy says, I'm a husband and wife team. Is there an option to import my husband's account as well as mine? Actually, Sandy, before I answer your question, let me add one more thing to the last question. We have a really simple and elegant tagging system in Teamzy where you can add tags. So if you want to sort your prospects by anything else, you just need to tag them. Okay, tag them with whatever you want. Tag them for veterans so that you can message them on Veterans Day. So the tagging system is so easy. Just add tags, and then you can sort by tags or multiple tags to create any micro lists. Okay. Sandy's question about being a husband and wife team, can she import her husband's accounts as well as her own? Absolutely, you can. We have lots of husband and wife teams that use one Teamzy account. So what I would recommend is when you're importing them, you have an option to tag the list right then. So when you import his list, just tag it. This is Eric's list. Let's say it's me. It's Eric. This is Eric's list coming in. So they all have that tag, so you know whose contacts are who. Does that make sense? So you could definitely do that. Now, of course, you're going to have people that are in common, so they won't import again. They've already been imported as yours, which is good because you don't want duplicates in there. All right, last question. We'll end on this one. Does Teamzy have an app? The answer is no, we don't have an app, but we do have a mobile website that's awesome. And what you do on your phone is you just go to teamzy.com. Teamzy.com. I'm sorry, you go into like Safari or what is it if you're Google, Chrome, and you just put in app.teamzy.com, app.teamzy.com. Now let me just show you real quick. I'll share it with you real quick on my phone to show you what it looks like, and then we'll be gone. I'll bless you and send you on your way because I kind of went a little bit over tonight. Here it comes. There's my phone. Okay, let me open it up. And so you see right there, I've saved on my dashboard the Teamzy icon that opens up my Teamzy account. I probably need to log in. Oh no, it's already logged in. Perfect. So there's my Teamzy account on mobile, and I can do everything on my phone. Look, I can open it. I can go ahead and open it up. I can get my scripts. Okay. So I can get a script. I can copy my script. I can go back. And so on my phone, what I can do is I can toggle to whatever app I'm using to communicate, right? So I can toggle to Facebook Messenger or text message or whatever, and then toggle back to Teamzy and finish logging it. Make sense? Yeah, it's pretty cool. A lot of people use the mobile app. We are working on a native app, but the mobile website has been working great. Okay. Hopefully that was really helpful for you guys. We covered a lot of ground in a short amount of time. You may need to go back and watch the recording. The biggest thing though is just get into Teamzy and start using it, start trying it out, start connecting with people, start making people's day. Thank you for sharing this time with us. Hopefully it was valuable to you. We're excited to have you as part of our Teamzy family. God bless you and have a great night. We'll talk to you soon.